ultimate fanfare. What's going on, world? Welcome to this episode of the Play Action Podcast. We got Brandon here. We got my dog Colin. What's up, bro?
Man, it is going to be a show today because in a couple hours it's going to be the NBA draft. And I know everyone's going to say who's going to go where. Is it going to be, AJ? Is it going to be Darren? Who knows? Going to go number one. But right now I want to talk about some crazy trades that have happened. And I want to get your opinion on, do you think they're going to make a difference in the next year's championship run? So the first one is Miami Heat. I can't believe it. They got Giannis and Bobby Portis team up with Bam. So you got Giannis, Bam, and Bobby. Do you think that's enough with Giannis, seeing how Miami's been producing lately, to get him up there with the Knicks, the Celtics, the Pistons, and the Cavs?
I'm going to be real with you. I don't think this moves the needle too much. Like, yeah, Giannis is a dominant force. Yes. Bam is not a number, like, we was to be my other buddy was just talking today. Bam's kind of like a Chris Bosh, like a third option type of guy. Like, he's a solid third option. He's not like, to me, he's not a one or two option. And he's a good player on your team, but he's like an undersized forward. So now you got two forwards where Giannis is a dominant, but like, I mean, we're gonna see because Bam can play off the ball and play in the system, but who's the guard play? I don't know. They have a prolific guard on that team, so I don't know who's gonna get them the ball in favorable positions. So, hey,
yeah, I think you got good points because Giannis is not a shooter. You know where he's got to work. He's got to get the ball either going downhill on half court. You got to get out of his way and just let him take his two steps to get to the rim. Bam's kind of like he's almost like a Luka without a killer offensive grit. He's good offensively, but he doesn't want to kill you offensively. He's great defensively.
Yeah.
He distributes the ball. But for some reason on offense, he just doesn't put that same stuff together. That might be good with Giannis because he has a guy that doesn't necessarily need to get the ball in his hands. Giannis likes it a lot. Bobby Portis can still do his role in the corner, with the 3 and D.
You just made me. Yeah, you just made me think about it though a little. I mean, I don't want to retract fully my statement about him being the third option because I've heard rumors from your boy, the prolific scorer Beasley, said the only person that has beat him within the last couple of years is Bam Adebayo. He says Bam is that dude. He's just playing within the Heat system, and he's one of those good dudes where he gonna do what the coach say to do. So he might have some, because I mean, well, I don't want to say might, because he got 83 points. We know he has some offense to him. It's just is Giannis the right player to bring it out of him? I mean, we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what, like you said, we know what Giannis got to work at.
Yeah, they're going to be a good fit together because they're both unselfish with the ball. When Damian Lillard went to the Bucks, Giannis made a point saying, "Hey, this is Dame's team," even though we all knew it's Giannis' team. But he's not selfish. Bam, obviously not selfish, and like you said, he's got the ability to score in bunches. But can they field enough players around them? Because I'm going to talk about what they gave away, and they gave away a lot to have a really, really great front court. I mean, maybe the best front court in the NBA. But like you said, the guard play, your bench. Giannis is coming off injuries. He's getting more injuries. Bam has been terrible. But they both don't have a huge window. It's not like you got a 10-year window opening up. You've got a 2 or 3 year window opening up. And we've seen before when teams don't have enough reserves to come and supplant the starters, you fall down the stretch. So we're gonna see. But Milwaukee, they get this year's first, then they get the 2031 first, the 2033 first, some pick swaps. Also, Jamie Jaquez, Tyler Herro, a couple of throw-ins. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, yeah, Milwaukee got a whole bunch from Miami, but you got some far out draft picks that you're hoping that Miami flops and they become really high picks, but they're most likely to be low picks because Miami's always deep. And then you get Jaime and Tyler. They're decent players, but they're not players you're going to build around. And by the way, this is Milwaukee. You've got Miles Turner there, the center you got last year. Who else you got out there? And then these low picks. I don't see Milwaukee moving in any direction whatsoever. The trade with the Celtics that was offered was Jaylen Brown and 2 firsts. You got a superstar, and you still get your draft picks. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I don't understand this. I definitely don't understand this because Jaylen Brown, come on, Finals MVP, champion, and you got the most notable player they have is Tyler Herro. No disrespect, Tyler, but I know he's upset about leaving Miami because the boy. That's one of the boys I just seen his lineup down in Miami. I know he's a little upset, but going to Milwaukee, bro. Cause that's a downgrade. That's a serious downgrade for the bro. I ain't think about that on the other end. Dang. I mean, I know Giannis is, he happy to get out of Milwaukee, getting that better climate, because Miami is definitely better in December than Milwaukee.
Oh, no, that you have no shade. I mean, so your money's right,
Yeah,
and the entertainment's right. You're going to Milwaukee, and again, no shade Milwaukee. I know Milwaukee is actually a nice town. You can have fun out there. You do got some universities out there, so you can, you can have fun if you're a young fella. But yeah, it's no way. It's definitely not.
I mean,
and I don't know what Milwaukee's doing right now.
I mean, regardless of anything, Giannis is going to be a king in that city from now on out. He brought them a championship. You know, that his early years, his rookie season, when he sent all of his money home and didn't have money for like a cab to the stadium, and some of the fans saw him like a little skinny kid running. It was like, "Hey, bro, what you going to the game? Man, get in the car, bro. Let's ride. We sit sideways. I know your legs it's going to kind of be hard to sit in the back and stuff, but sit sideways. You got it." And it was like, he gonna miss that hometown feel. I mean, but he didn't grow. He didn't grown up. You know what I'm saying? But I did see. They say, Giannis' brother gonna show up to Miami Heat practice on Tuesday. But next Tuesday was like, "Hey, bro, you forgot about me?"
They was already released. As Giannis was shipped off. And maybe also, they can head to
he could.
Miami probably wouldn't. But I don't know if Miami even has the roster space for them.
I'm gonna be to be real with you, if what's called it, Pat Riley back in the day, that was one of the deciding factors of LeBron leaving, was he couldn't bring family members on the team playing, traveling. Yeah. Oh, he definitely not picking up Giannis' brother. He definitely not. It's a wrap.
Pat don't play around.
No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. And that's partly why I'm not a real big fan of the Heat right now, because of how Pat Riley runs the Heat. Because, LeBron, he hasn't been, LeBron, he's been putting up good numbers, but they haven't been competing for a championship the last couple of years. But the Lakers have done right by him. Right. They paid him his money. They let him have his, tour. And he still is entertaining, so because he's a draw. He brings people to the stadium. How Miami did Dwayne Wade on the way out, I will never forget. So that was a travesty, because how to do Wade, it was Wade County. We just talked about that, how he stood up on the table and everything, and it was like, bro, you're not gonna pay this dude at the end of his career. We know he hurt. He didn't give his body and soul to this team. You see how many times we didn't see him pick himself off the ground, off of some crazy falls. And we was like, bro, we know, bro, stop doing this, bro. Your career ain't gonna last. Kind of like Scatterboo. Calm down, bro. We want to see a long career. And Wade was cut short. He was done at like 34, 35, I believe.
I mean, playing well, I'd say before then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just playing like a handful of games a year, it seemed like. I mean, they were like really explosive games that he would play, but he could only do them for like one game and then be out for a couple games. And
he went to Chicago, then he went to Cleveland, And that was a funny story recently I seen with Richard Jefferson. And Richard Jefferson said, "Oh man, it's cool, man. We got your best friend on the team, Dwayne Wade. We got him up here in Cleveland. That's cool, man." Like, hold on, 1, 2, 3. We got too many shooting guards on the team. And the coach was like, "Yeah, Jefferson. Yeah, we got to talk." And he was going. He was like, he just brought his best friend in, bro. He didn't know he gonna keep his best friend.
Looking at doing the math.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snap.
Yeah. They just had the 10-year reunion over there, minus Kyrie. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Kyrie. Stop being petty, bro.
Nah, Kyrie's nice. I didn't read the whole article, but that one article about Kai ghosted him, and so they made it.
Yeah.
Responded, so. Yeah, man. Hey, you know what else is going on around here? It's kind of weird, and it's kind of weird because of the fact the Knicks won the championship with Karl Anthony Towns, but Julius Randle is now being traded from Minnesota back to New York, but not the Knicks. He's going to the Nets this time. So Brooklyn gets Julius Randle and Minnesota's 28th pick in this year's draft. The question is, how is Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. going to exist on a roster next to each other? I've never seen, any movies with like two black holes before, and both of them are just together. But that's what's going to happen here. That ball's going to get apart. They're both going to be fighting for the ball, and the Nets could be surprisingly good if they figure it out together, or they're going to get the Nets that we always know and love.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm not a big fan, but because I respect his game. But Michael Porter Jr., he's legit. He can shoot the three though, from time to time. He can stretch the floor, so like he can move around and expand the floor from getting away from Julius Randle. But Julius Randle, yeah, it's a black hole. That ball is not coming out. But if it happens to come out, he can kick it across court to Michael Porter Jr. Because I feel like personally that was one of the key factors of Denver not repeating when they, what I'm saying, when he got hurt and he had to leave and he left. It was like, bro, that was an integral part with him and Gordon on that team. Those two really tall, really athletic forwards, because they play guard / forward because they got some ball handling ability. So, but yeah, Julius Randle, I don't see how this moves the needle. He's just happy to be back in New York. But how his career has panned out. Like I thought he was gonna have like a cool Chris Webber career, but but no, I'm kind of like disappointed in myself for bringing up his name together in the same sentence. But because it's kind of disrespect to Webber. But like he has Webber type skill set, but he just doesn't have it. I mean, he's one of them sports psychologist dudes. Like he needs to go talk to somebody because in big moments he just shrinks and doesn't nowhere near complete the job.
I think a lot of it stems like he becomes a black hole because when you double team Julius Randle, he loses the ability to figure out what to do. If any of it's placed on the court, 1-on-1, if he's in the open court, he's muscling people in the paint. He's phenomenal. He's unstoppable. But as soon as you add another defender, no matter what side, someone turns the switch off on the screen that says,
yeah.
And he doesn't make a decision. He just stands there and he turns the ball over. He doesn't even shoot the ball. He doesn't pass the ball. It just disappears out of his hands into someone else's hands. And he's never seemed to have figured that part out when he was with the Knicks. That was a big there's an issue, especially during the playoffs. You're not getting double teamed during the regular season, but during the playoffs, half court game, he gets double teamed, and he goes from your 30-point a game down to 12 at 35% shooting. So
yeah.
But I don't know what's worse than that. How about Minnesota saying, you know what? Watch this, Milwaukee. We can be even dumber than you. So they give away Julius Randle in the 28th pick and get back the 33rd pick. So they gave up a player, a starter, as well as draft value on purpose. And the reason was to have space to sign Ayu Dosunmu. Dosunmu.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ayu was phenomenal in the playoffs. During 10 games, he averaged 15 points and put up a 50-40-90 stat line. Okay? By the way, for the regular season, he was at 14 points a game, better than 50-40-90 also. So this kid can shoot. He's 6'4", also very athletic. Not a pure point, but maybe a player that can play next to Ant really well. They're going to elevate Naz Reid into the starting lineup to replace Julius Randle, which I think is really, really good. However, you just lose AU off the bench and Naz Reid off the bench. And you got back a worse draft pick. I don't think Naz Reid for Julius Randle is anything better than it was before. Otherwise, he would have started ahead of him anyway. The only thing you got now is that Ayu Dosunmu, he's turned out to be pretty good, at least in that 10-game stretch in the playoffs. If he carries it forward, I mean, this is going to be another gem of a second-round pick.
Yep.
Maybe it works out, but I don't know. I feel like they could have got something more for Julius Randle. There's someone else who would have wanted his services and would have gave you more than a lower draft pick and no other compensation.
I think this might be one of those times where they was just tired of Julius Randle. He might have been like some locker room stuff, backdoor stuff might have happened, and they just wanted to get rid of him because I mean, that's the only way I can justify that decision making with this, because it's like y'all gave him away for pretty much nothing and a worse draft pick. At least get at least get a higher draft pick back. This is terrible.
Right. Something, cash, anything,
get something.
Back, right. So
something.
I feel like it was terrible, but again, I'm gonna root for Julius Randle to play well there in New Jersey, in Brooklyn. And Oklahoma as well, I like Julius Randle. I like him with the Knicks.
Is it Jaden McDaniel that plays for Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see somebody told him that Julius Randle got traded. He was like, he looked like some island, but like the back country. He on vacation with, some with a nice young lady by his side, and she laughing like, Julius Randle got crazy, gets traded. He was like, put his phone up, was like, oh, that's crazy. He started looking it up. He was like, people was trying to figure out, is he trying to figure out was he included in that that trade? He was like, hold on. Oh, okay, I'm still part of the team. Okay, all right. I mean, but like I said, you never know what because Reed has proved his value the last couple playoffs, the last two playoffs.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, so it's another one of them situations where they feel like they're cool with losing, Randle, and they just want to dump his contract because this contract, I think he's still getting paid quite a,
Yeah, he's still got a lot of money on his contract, and I just find it surprising. It's just that a really good player, we're talking like a really, really good player in the league, and you've got a first-round pick, and you're basically giving it away for a second-round pick, And I'm like, is that the best deal you could have gotten? I feel like there's some teams out there that might need a power forward, the Celtics, that they don't care about any draft picks. They may give you a couple things back. Oklahoma City, they've got everybody. You can get anyone from them. They'd be more than happy to give you away somebody. Yeah. I just, for a team that doesn't know really where they're going, they got a top player in the NBA with Anthony Edwards. I like Jaden McDaniels. I like Naz Reid. Ayo's really good too. Mike Conley's still playing. He's ageless, right? But no one's thinking Minnesota's got a chance to win a chip. No one's even thinking Minnesota's going to come out of the West. I mean, don't worry. I was talking about, man, Ant may be a top best player in the league right now, and that's how I felt. And I don't stray away from that. But he has to have people around him, and they're not giving him another top option next to him, right?
And that's what I'm hearing the rumors right now with Giannis moving today. They said that the vultures are circling because they know Minnesota. Hey, bro, you got one of the most I don't want to say hood, but like down to earth, straight out of west side of Atlanta dudes. This is like one of those. I'm not calling him. I don't want to call him. He just, what I'm saying, of the culture. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
and he's not going to re-sign in Minnesota to stay in Minnesota. Like nobody's, not a chance. So they might as well get something for him. So it's becoming around that time. It's like, bro, he ain't gonna stay there his whole career, and you gotta figure out what you gonna want to do. And yeah, they said some top executives have been, circling that wagon, making their phone calls like, hey, what would you take for? Because just get my boy out of them. I see them. You see this recent Obama commercial with the Obama Center? Yeah. He pulled up on Obama doing an interview. They got the lights and everything set up. He's like, hold on, I hear somebody outside playing basketball. He look out. They show him like Obama look out, look at the house. Oh, it's Ant-Man. And they go out there shoot hoops. They go play ping pong together. They go play Connect. What's the not Connect Four? Yeah, Connect Four. Yeah, play Connect Four. And they got the pool. Put the feet in the pool, just chilling. It's like, this is one of those type of situations where, like, how a couple of years ago at the Olympics, when Anthony Edwards told Obama to stand down, like, I'm the truth. Stand down, bro. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm the truth. And it's like Obama, he talked to Obama like he's a real dude, like a regular person. And that's probably the first time in a long time that anybody's talked to Obama like a regular person, not just, Mr. President, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, everybody, the black delegation was like, hey, bro, you can't be talking to our president like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill, bro. We know you would and all that, but you gotta show some respect. And he was like, nah, I'm the truth. Yeah, ask LeBron. Ask them boys. They know, they'll tell you. And I was like, I like it, because he don't code switch for nobody, bro. I see him talking to Steve Kerr like he was somebody just off the corner of the street. And I was like, bro, hey, bro, he is himself, his authentic self all the time.
He would be undefeated if it weren't for KD.
Oh, yeah.
KD's the only person who will flame him on Twitter or X, whatever. It's hilarious, by the way. Their interaction is awesome. It was like,
is that the 8th baby mama?
Ant-Man would be undefeated if it wasn't for Kevin Durant, man.
Yeah, for real, dog.
And it takes another L. Boom. How you like that?
Yep. But yeah, bro. But it's been a good week, because like I say, the draft tonight. So next week we're gonna see, have a good breakdown where everybody went, and then I know a couple of people was talking about, like, since last year's draft, and we're revisiting it from today. There was like, did Cooper Flag, or who was the best rookie? Cooper Flag, because he got Rookie of the Year, or Dylan Harper? And it's like,
I'll be honest, I started Dylan Harper, then I started Cooper Flag. So
exactly. And it's like,
tough to say.
That might be one of them awards that we need to hand out after the season is over with.
Yeah. I mean, but Coop, I think because we saw Dylan play the way he played in the playoffs, we forgot how much Cooper dominated the competition in the regular season. I mean, he dominated where Dylan Harper was still coming along. Cooper Flag was dominating the starting lineup. So while Dylan was going against the backups, Cooper's killing everybody. And so it's tough. But Dylan Harper, man, I mean, offensively, defensively, his spatial awareness. I mean, he needs to make better decisions in clutch, but you were playing in the finals. And you were dominating in the finals.
Exactly.
Mistakes, because now you've got experience that Coop has never even sniffed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dylan Harper is definitely ahead in his learning curve. That's for sure.
They showed the points by rookies and like how many people were like, rookies scored in points in the playoffs. They showed like LeBron, Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and like maybe Chris Paul, some shit, stuff like that. And it was like all four of those scored like right below Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
Like all of them combined in playoff points. And then it was right below them was the whole 2024 draft class.
None of them made the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, he's scored over 300 points in the playoffs. Like that's an amazing feat as a
Oh yeah.
as a rookie. But recently, did you know? I just seen Ron Harper. He had an interview with Michael Irvin, which that it was like a real deep interview because he was talking about his childhood and how his father disrespected his mom and stuff. But I didn't know that Ron Harper had a stutter. That was different. I didn't know, and it's like that's awesome because he need to he know to show that he need to show that because like I know a lot of kids with stutter like will feel a lot better because he a 5-time champion. He was able to communicate effectively on the court with his the stuttering speech saying issue. So and I know a couple kids that I grew up with that had stuttering issues and like they need to have so positive role models. You know what I'm saying? So that was something I just seen recently. I was like, oh, bro, I didn't know you my whole life, and I did not know that you had a stutter. That's crazy.
You know what? I would like kids. No, that's a great example. But I would like kids to follow actually Kenya Martin because Kenya Martin had a horrible speech impediment stutter.
Yeah.
Where he was like he had difficulty getting through sentences. And now you watch, you would never know that he had a speech impediment at all. You would think that he's just a well-spoken, now mature man. But watching him during when he's young, his rookie season, second season, and whatever he did to go through therapy to overcome that you can also overcome the stutter but number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, right? He was a number 1 high school kid, number 1 college kid, came in and played great, and then overcame it. So it didn't stop him, but he overcame it. And I wish Ron Harper, what is he? I don't know, 50 some odd years old, right?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Why did you not do something about that, man? Come on, man.
Yeah. You should. I mean, but that's that older generation. You know what I'm saying? That's the older generation where they just, they just let it. They didn't have the technology and the research that we have these days.
Yes, because we had kids in school like that. I mean, he's just being as stubborn as Katie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the older generation. Like they just will be set in their ways. He's like, I didn't live this long with it. I'm gonna stay with it. But let's go. I just thought about it because we was talking about Anthony Edwards, and it was like his unapologetically himself. He is the NBA version of Marshawn Lynch and Rob Gronkowski.
Oh yeah,
it's just themselves. No matter where they are, where they at, they gonna be them. And I can respect that, because they keep it cool. They don't be cussing as much, because he didn't kind of clean it up a little bit. But
and I like that too. I like that he, be your true self, but at the same time, you can be your true self to a bigger audience.
Yeah, and exactly.
I think that's gonna, we like to see the young folks get real popular and just become the superstars
and take off. Take off.
Yeah, I like that. I want to see more of that.
Yes, sir. But, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in to this episode. Man, we will be right back again next week. We got NBA draft. We got NFL up, news, talk about admitted training camps. I know they still trying to try my boy Shadori out there in Cleveland, but I heard some rumors and stuff recently. But we ain't going to talk about that right now. We'll hit y'all up next week. Appreciate y'all tapping into all the social media platforms and whatnot. So, but, yeah, we'll say hi to y'all. Y'all have a good week. See y'all again next week. Peace.
Peace out.
Welcome to the show where the game comes alive. Breaking down the plays, we keep the spirit high. From the field to the mic with passion and flair. It's the Play Action Podcast, your ultimate fanfare. It's all some boys fanfare.